Okay, so we took a look at the approach to the question, the introduction, and the thesis statement, situation thesis, and now we're going to take a look at actually writing the paragraphs. So, how many paragraphs do you need? There is no correct answer other than usually two or three bodies, an introduction, two or three bodies, and a conclusion. Um, it depends really on the question. In this case, you've got one thing to answer, one thing to prove or to show is that the death of the local communities will not happen. So there's two reasons for this. One of them, just to refresh my memory, cafes and restaurants are important, should not be destroyed by large companies. Okay, so that is enough. And I said places like, so that keeps my options open if I just want to say there's always parks. So it's not necessary to um, uh, the communities are not going to die. So the paragraph looks something like this. It is situation, idea, example, or explain, one of the two, and summary or final sentence. Okay, so in this case, we're going to start. We already talked about an independent cafes in the meeting. And then now, as I said before, when you were here and you were like, oh, I want to write more about the situation, I want more words in the introduction, you can expand on what this situation means down here. So, in many, oh, you started. Many countries are now multicultural. A simple sentence, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's no mistakes, nothing. Just very clear. Can understand it. Now multicultural. Um, this means that there are numerous supermarkets which cater to particular ethnicities. However, these markets are frequented by a number of different cultures. This is because they are interested or enjoy this kind of food. The big supermarkets do not have a wide selection of these kinds of food. Therefore, the local community can thrive in these places. And I mean, honestly, if you think about it, you're using the word community. If we take a step back from the question, a community is parks, it's community centers, it's churches, it's sports teams, it's schools, it's groups, it's hobbies. I mean, a shop is a part of a local community, but a very small part, an important part, but a small part. So the question is not very well constructed to begin with, because it is you are being pedantic, you are being very careful. The closure of local businesses. Well, which ones? Which ones will close because of supermarkets? Small shops, yeah, some. But everything else in a local community, I mean, are parks going to stop running? Because it does say the death of local communities. There's no way local communities are going to die just because there's a few businesses closed. So it's a complete nonsense. And if you wanted to, we can just say further, as communities are based around things like parks, groups, hobbies, sports teams, and community centers. The loss of shops, if that indeed happens, will not have a major impact upon these important aspects of the community, and thus so it is highly unlikely that an entire would collapse because of the supermarket. In fact, the supermarket is just taking place of the small shop, while the personal service may be lacking. It is still a local place where people may run into each other. Okay, so will they die? No, because actually life's just going to go on and there's still going to be a community. And actually the big supermarket is a place, as we've shown, where interaction happens. So there we are.